very good morning to all my dear students. Students, in the previous tutorial, we have started a new chapter number 3, the Delhi Sultanate, and we were studying the first dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty. Now, students, let's recall the chapter. Question number 1. Who was Qutbuddin Aibak? He was a Turkish slave and general of Muhammad Ghori and played a very important role in the expansion of territories which were annexed by Muhammad Ghori. Question number 2. Who introduced tankas and jitals? Tankas and jitals were coins. So who introduced them? Yes, they were introduced. It was introduced by Iltutmish. Question number 3. Name the title which was given to Iltutmish. The correct answer is Shamsuddin. Shamsuddin was a title given to Iltutmish, which means the son of religion. Now next question is that who laid the foundation of Muslim rule in India? The correct answer is Muhammad Ghori. Muhammad Ghori laid the foundation of Muslim rule in India. Now students, we will study the rest successors of the Tughlaq dynasty. So let's read the chapter. So students, yesterday we have studied the slave dynasty. In slave dynasty first came Qutbuddin Aibak. Then after Qutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish came, and after Iltutmish, who came to the throne? Razia Sultan. Razia Sultan was a daughter of Iltutmish, and she ruled from 1236 AD to 1240 AD. Iltutmish died in 1236 AD, but before his death, he nominated his daughter Razia Sultan as the next successor, as his sons were competent. Competent means that they were not able to control the empire. Razia set everything right by her skill and intelligence. She was an intelligent lady and she made everything proper in the empire through her skill and intelligence. But still there was disorder in the country. She was a brave and courageous lady, and she dressed like a man, rode horses and held darbars. The nobles did not like the idea of being ruled by a woman. So nobles means the other people, the great people, those who were in the empire, they didn't like the idea that a lady should run the empire because they were narrow-minded. So what happened? They killed Razia in a revolt in 1240 AD. So Razia was killed in a revolt in 1240 AD. So now next successor of slave dynasty was Ghiyazuddin Balban after Razia Sultan. Razia's successors were weak rulers, means the successors of Razia were very weak. So Ghiyazuddin Balban, who was a loyal slave of Iltutmish, now handled the slave dynasty. He became the most powerful ruler of the slave dynasty. He ruled for how many years? 20 years. He is known for his policy of blood and iron. What is the policy of blood and iron? This policy means ruthless to the enemies, use of sword, harshness and strictness in shedding blood. That means that we should be very courageous towards our enemies. We should be very ruthless toward enemies, and if they try to attack us, if they try to harm us, then we should also not stop but shed their blood. Means we should also attack them in return. So this is the meaning of the policy, blood and iron. Harshness towards the enemies, strictness, and if they are attacking us, then we should also not stop but we should also shed their blood with the use of sword. He defended his kingdom from the Mongol invasion. You know that Mongols, they were invading India from the northwestern part of India. He encouraged the people to do sajda and pebos. Sajda here means, I'll tell you what is sajda. Sajda, stretching out on ground in front of the sultan with one's forehead touching the ground. As we do साष्टांग pranam जो होता है साष्टांग pranam, it is called as sajda. So stretching out on ground and touching your forehead on the ground, that is called sajda. And what is pebos? Kissing the sultan's feet to acknowledge his power. That is the meaning of the word pebos, kissing the sultan's feet. So these two things were encouraged by Ghiyasuddin Balban, sajda and pebos. Thus he made the power of the sultan absolute. So he was the last ruler of the slave dynasty, Ghiyasuddin Balban. Now we will study new dynasty, the Khalji dynasty, which ruled from 1290 to 1320 AD. The Khalji rulers ruled for how many decades? 3 decades. They expanded the Sultanate further. Now they expanded the Sultanate. Prominent rulers of Khalji dynasty were Jalaluddin Khalji and Alauddin Khalji. So who were the famous rulers of Khalji dynasty? Jalaluddin and Alauddin. Now we will study about Jalaluddin, who ruled from 1290 AD to 1296 AD. Jalaluddin was about 70 years when he ascended the throne. He was not a strong ruler. He adopted a lenient policy towards the Mongols. So he was not a strong ruler, and that is why he adopted a very lenient policy towards Mongols who were attacking India, and married one of his daughters to Ulugh Khan, the leader of the Mongols. So see how much lenient he was, that he married one of his daughters to the leader of the Mongols. In 1296 AD, Alauddin Khalji, his nephew and son-in-law, murdered him and captured the throne for himself. So he was murdered by his nephew and son-in-law, and they captured the throne from Jalaluddin Khalji. So who was the person who came next in the Khalji dynasty? He was Alauddin Khalji. He ruled from 1296 AD to 1316 AD. See, students, you can see the map here. This color is showing the Alauddin's Khalji empire. See how much empire, how much Delhi Sultanate was expanded during the time of Alauddin Khalji. Alauddin Khalji ascended the throne in 1296 AD, and he was a most successful ruler. He was a great general. A shrewd administrator means chatur. Shrewd is called chatur, that he was able to make good decisions on difficult situations. And an ambitious ruler. Ambitious ruler means that he was very ambitious. He wanted to expand his empire. So he was a very successful ruler. So students, today we have started with a new dynasty, and that is the Khalji dynasty. First we have studied about the slave dynasty. Their famous rulers were Qutbuddin Aibak, then Iltutmish, Razia Sultan and Ghiyasuddin Balban. Now in Turkish, in next dynasty, who was a famous ruler in Khalji dynasty? They were Jalaluddin Khalji and Alauddin Khalji. In next tutorial, we will cover the expansion of Delhi Sultanate under the reign of Alauddin Khalji. Till then, read the chapter very carefully. Meet you in the next tutorial. Till then, have a good day.